Hello, Mr. Tally. It is time to work on your watch. 1977 Seiko 6309. This is with the classic 77 tan dial lume with the white hands, white lume pip. It's exactly what they're supposed to look like. By just accident, I happen to be wearing my own. So you can see the configuration of those hands in the dial lume. That's what they're supposed to look like. It's so great. Ours really are very, very similar in terms of wear, aren't they? I mean, the Resist-Tex has faded a little bit, but it's just really cool. All right, well, let's get your watch going. Let me put my watch back on. Okay, we're gonna recreate that pip. Yeah, we talked about the surface of the sweep hand there. I'm not sure how much clean I'm gonna be able to get that to come up to. The lume is gonna show some patinaing. There's nothing we can do about it. I don't, but I will. It will definitely be lighter. Well, you know what? Let's do it. Oh, I didn't leave this one loose enough. And there it is. All of its glory, 6309. One surface mark in there. July 1980, if I'm reading that right. 7/80, July 1980. Your O-ring caseback gasket is absolutely flattened. You'll get that back and you can look at it. Yeah, not a lot of wear. Jeez. Okay, your stem rest washer is still there. That is good news. Where is that one? There. Boy, that's a beautiful dial. Somebody clamped this thing with the, yeah, you can't see it. I'll do my best to correct it. You can't really see it, but, okay, you see this tab, the dial right here? See how it's bent down? Somebody pulled the movement out of the case and they didn't make sure that the tab cutout was where it was supposed to be, which was up at the 2 marker instead of all the way down here. So when they clamped it shut, it would have been caught and bent down. I'll do my best to straighten that up, and the chapter ring will be correct when I'm ready. Those will be ready for cleaning. Oh, looks like I got a twofer. There we go. Hands out. Dial. Okay. Here's your movement. Your dial is dated October 1977. Excellent. October 77. Wow, wow. Holy cow. Can you see all the lubrication on this? Look right there. See that blob of stuff? That's oil. Jeez, oh Pete. Wow, that's nuts. I never lubricate the pallet fork pivots unless there's an extremely dire need for me to do so, which is not very often. Wow. Hmm. Yeah, lower mainspring arbor port was definitely worn. I don't know if you can see it. You got a scribe mark here from the barrel tipping over, grinding into the underneath of the barrel train bridge. Come on. What are you doing? Up we get. Up we get. What the heck is stopping you from coming out? What was that about? It's not rusted. Why was it stuck in there? Oh, that's weird. Up we get, out we get. Open that up in just a second. Okay. I have to do work now to prep for the lower mainspring arbor jewel installation. I have to machine that board out. I have your jewels ready to go. There's one, the lower, there's the upper. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to come back and I'll finish disassembling the front end, and I'm sorry, the back end, and we will, the calendar side, we'll go from there. Okay, let's get the front out. Your lower mainspring arbor jewel I've installed. Here is your upper mainspring arbor jewel, also installed. You can see it right there. So that's going to get washed. Let's get the rest of this calendar apart. Where this watch really does look so new, relatively speaking. Just, it's amazing that a watch that I don't think was worn that much had such a worn lower mainspring arbor port. It's wild. There you are. There is your main plate. This to one side. Let's take your stem apart. Okay. There's such an important part, your stem rest washer. Here's your spring. Let's get that nail post out. I always like to say, for anybody who's watching, if you're going to do one of these things, you got to use heat. This is a barbecue lighter. You got to use heat because the male crown posts are strongly adhered into the crown, and if you don't heat it up, you can just break the threaded part right off in the crown. You lose the stem post and the crown. You're done. Wow. Ooh, that's hot. Let's get that a little hotter. A little hotter. There she blows. And there it is. There are all parts of your crown. That stuff in there. Let's get the gasket out. What? There's your gasket. Now, it's just about as square and old as your case back gasket. You'll be able to look at that and have fun with it. Your crown goes in there. Okay, so now 2 more things. It's trippy to think that this mainspring hasn't seen the light of day since I was 7 years old. There it is. We'll clean that up. Now let's put this stuff to one side. I'm gonna have to hand clean that stuff, all that stuff. You get over here. Go right there. Yeah, too bad. I was hoping that your loom window was still there, but like caught in between something, but it does not look like it. Oh, come on. God, your rotating ring gasket. Yikes. There'll be another one that you can come home and look at. That ought to be neat. Yeah, so it looks like they just lost the loom pip window, so I'll have to recreate that one for you. Okay. Crystal gasket. Old crystal. I did get your new crystal, so don't worry about that. There is your chapter ring, and there's your case. It's dirty, but sealing surfaces look great. Your crown threads look good. This ring was snapped down nicely. Okay, so I got to recreate that. All this stuff has to be cleaned. I got to hand clean movement parts before I put them into the cleaner, and that's it. So I'm going to come back probably when the movement is beginning to run. So I'll see you on the other side. Okay, we are back together. There it is. Let's see what the numbers tell us. I have no idea what I'm going to get. Oops. I haven't adjusted this or done anything, so we got no beat error. Look at that. Let's get rid of that gain. I don't know what's going on with the amplitude. Something's up. I'm gonna test something. Hang on a second for me. Well, it was trying to push over the date, which doesn't ever help us. Let's try this again. Yep. Okay, cool. There we go. Come on, give me 230. No, 230. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that. Now I'm going to hit that bead error here. Bead error. Too much. Let's go the other way. Too much. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go up with the rate. Then I'm going to let this watch run in. I'm going to leave it alone. Okay, there's my 230. Okay, good. Nice. Original mainspring too. Okay. I'm going to let this continue to run in. I'm going to go work on some of your other stuff. Build the case and all that happy stuff. And there it is. Here are your old gaskets. Here's your original crystal. You can play with that. There is your 6309. The architecture of this crystal is slightly different from the stock in that the bevel on this one is slightly larger. It goes in slightly further, and the lower flat segment of this crystal is a little lower. It's seated just fine. It's just I'm letting you know that this crystal, aside from being sapphire, is slightly differently, has different dimensions in one area than this one. Do you think the only real practical effect of that, as you'll notice, is it sort of occludes your chapter ring a little bit. With the stock crystal, you see your chapter ring a little more clearly. It's a beautiful watch, a gorgeous watch. And it was a pleasure to see it. Your hand loom cleaned up well. There's still some patina marking on here, but the metal on the surface of your hand is great. I don't know, that's just about it. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, this is ready to come back. Oh, I forgot. There's your pip I reconstructed. This turns smoothly bidirectionally. Nice, strong, clean clicks. I don't know. There's just not much more to say, except I want to get this on the road and back to you. Okay, thank you so very much.